We love finding hidden gems in Connecticut, and this next location is seriously no exception.
It is a public garden nestled right in the hills of Litchfield, and it's actually more like a maze of vibrant flowers and plants.
Melissa Cole stopped by for a visit. Take a look.
Well, this is a very old property. The house dates from 1770 with additions, and I was an antique dealer in New York, in American antiques, so this place was just made for me.
George Sholkoff moved into this Washington house 40 years ago, not thinking much about a plan for the yard, until he visited a friend in upstate New York that had a formal English garden. And then he knew his landscape would be the perfect spot to create one.
Were you coming up with different designs, like at night? How did it all work?
At night, during the day, I couldn't get it straight. My mind didn't sort of work well on a piece of paper with the plan. And so what we did was take a modeling clay and make a little three-dimensional model of the whole place.
A brick wall went in first, and then beautiful plants and trees around it fell into place. The property is now called Hollister House Gardens.
Those are quinces, the real kind with the fruit.
Oh, wow.
And this year they had a lot of blossoms, so I'm expecting a good crop. This has been a very good spring for the spring flowers because they like it cool and damp.
A fountain, actually run just by gravity thanks to a nearby stream, sits in the middle of a colorful display including a white and pink vine that is actually a relative of the kiwi plant. Irises and peonies are just starting to bloom.
So what you're seeing is things changing as the spring and summer goes on.
Things will look entirely different in a month.
Stroll a little further past these tall, neatly trimmed hedges onto the English lawn, which is mowed low and mainly made up of clover.
The low mowing makes it feel, I think, much neater and more elegant.
So if you're having like a little party or something, you'd be hanging out here on the English lawn?
We might. Okay. It's a good idea. Would you like to come?
Sure.
Shall we do that?
There's something to see in every nook and cranny of this amazing property. But George says planting everything certainly has its challenges.
I envision, and then I sort of let it happen, because I find that the best laid plans of mice and men, as they say, about half, or maybe even not even that, maybe a third of what I plan to be wonderful actually works out, and then there's surprises. And often the plants tell me where they want to grow. Sometimes they'll grow on one side of the path, they won't grow on the other side of the path. I don't know why.
If you ask George what his favorite flower is, well, right now it's this gorgeous rhododendron. But the answer usually varies.
Whatever's in bloom at the time is my favorite flower.
Which makes sense. But do you have a favorite spot?
I really don't. I love the garden all the way around. If there's a part I don't love, I change it.
And how does it make you feel to see people coming here enjoying this beautiful garden?
Well, it is a great pleasure to be able to share something that you love. This is my baby. I adore my garden. I get great pleasure, and to be able to share it with people is a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Hollister House Gardens is open to the public.
Wow.
Friday and Saturday afternoons. There is no fee. They just ask for a small donation. Incredible.
There are some events coming up this month, drawing in the garden and music in the garden.
Visit hollisterhousegarden.org for more information. Again, the street address is 300 Nettleton Hollow Road. Doesn't that even sound beautiful? Nettleton Hollow Road in Washington.